Hey man, what's up? Let me see. I didn't record the first time. So basically, what I'm looking at the high time frame is a double top. See this double top? Now this, let me see. Let's make sure it's recording. Yeah, it is. So this is something similar to this. The only difference is this happened at the bottom of a trend. Bottom of the trend. This is on top of a trend. I think this is this inverted. That's basically what's going to happen. We invert the scale. You see this? Sort of a double top, sold off. It broke the neckline, came back to retest it, and continued to sell off. Here it just sold off straight. It tried to back to retest it. It's gonna come back to retest it, and then we're gonna have a sell off, which basically means the bounce is around here. We're gonna invert this back. So come here. That's where it's gonna ultimately come to before it bounce up again. So that's going to take a long time to play out. Let's go down to the 12th month yearly. And this is basically what's going on. This is a nasty reject. This is a nasty rejection here. Okay. It has to close below 92. But I think what's going on here already happened. It sort of happened here. And it happened in a lower time frame. So this is going to happen here, but in an inverted manner, which I just showed. We're going to have a little back test, and we're going to continue. So that bounce, the bounce here, where is it? That's what I'm trying to determine. Has the bounce began already, or we have a little further drop to about 90 before it comes back to retest this, before it continues higher, which is basically, essentially, is going to continue lower. That pattern to me looks identical to this pattern. Sort of this pattern here, but this one here is more of a complex head and shoulder. 1, 2, 3. This the neckline, or you can even say this the neckline. 1, 2, 3, depending how you drew it. It came back to back test it before it continued to sell off. So basically, this is something that's going to happen. I'm trying to find something that's similar. See, this is one sort of a double top here. This looks a little more close to what's happening here. See this? Boom. Up, retest it, and down. Well, that's basically what I think is going to happen. Basically, on the quarterly and even the monthly is doing the same thing. Look, back test it, possibly 94, 95 before it continues to sell off. Okay, this here is basically this inverted. I hope it makes sense. See it? So it could go sideways before it continues. I'm not sure how long you're accumulating this for, but honestly, man, I'm not a big fan of the dollar. I think the dollar is going to go on a drought for the next couple of years. Maybe in the immediate future, maybe the next couple of months. But after that, I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure unless this is this, but this was a fake double bottom. Never happened. Continue higher, but the only difference is this was after a downtrend. This is after an uptrend. I will have to look double tops on the top of the trend. What is the percentage of the breakdown? What is the percentage of fake out? And how deep that breakdown should be. Usually from the neckline, which is around here, to the height. It should be the same distance here to here. This same distance should be this equal. I will have to look in this encyclopedia of price action. See this here? Sort of what's going on now. Right there. Boom, retrace, continued. Here, this is a more massive double top. I don't know if this means this sell-off is worse than this. So we boom, boom, lower. This retest could be happening now before we have a sell-off. So I'm not sure how long you're accumulating this dollar for, but I'm not. I'm not gonna lie to you. I understand the logic behind it, but this to me speaks bearish. We're in a downtrend, man. We're clearly in the downtrend. And this 3 monthly chart, man, is clear as day, in my opinion. Again, unless it just comes down and then it just goes up from there. Until these primary trend lines are broken, we're in a downtrend with the dollar. All right, man. So I don't know if I answered what you were looking for, if I helped you out or not, but um, I imagine you have a very clear idea of your zones and what you're looking for. But anyway, see if I enlighten you for a different perspective. And like I mentioned, everyone in CT and some people that do forex, they're noticing this bullish divergence here in the 3-day. As price is down, these indicators are rising rapidly, so that's why I think the bounce could be imminent. Or like I was alluding to, you can do something like this, just go sideways a little bit while the indicators are just taking off, and then at some point it's gonna rocket. It's gonna do something like this. Consecutive green candles. I'd rather have this to allow BTC odds to run and then just have consecutive green candles and just let it puke. And then finally we're gonna have the sell off to continue down.